Hello everybody, welcome to Tamiyo's Journal. My name is Tom and I'll be your chronicler, and we're here today to play some Magic. So what goes on in the journal is we take games from paper and bring them over to Arena, show you guys some of the fun decks we've been playing, kind of tips and tricks on how to play them. If you want to go check out the full article on how the games went, please check out the website tamiyosjournal.com, and if it's not too much trouble to ask, do the usual YouTube stuff like subscribe, leave a comment. So let's jump in and check the deck out today. So this is Izzet Wizards, and I absolutely love the Wizards tribe. I think it's a great little fun deck to play, to be honest. It's almost a budget deck as well. I think, to be honest, the mythics aren't even needed. I'm just really excited to try out Finale of Promise. And yeah, the rest of the deck is kind of built around these 16 wizards and 24 spells. So we're only running 20 lands, which is a bit risky, obviously in best of threes, but obviously if you want to play this in best of ones as well, it'd be much more easy to kind of hit everything. But thankfully, we've got all these kind of scry effects that should be able to kind of hit all our lands consistently. We've also got things like Wizard's Lightning just for burn, so everything's really cheap. We only really need about 4 lands to get this deck rolling. Obviously we've got Adelaide, which is a kind of big finisher, and then the rest of the deck's just kind of built around these cheap cantrips that just let us churn through the deck really quickly. I think this is a really kind of fun deck. It's a shame there's no sort of Wizard Lords that are really cheap, so we don't have things that are kind of easy pump effects. So it'll be interesting to see if Dreadhorde and Burning Prophet can kind of push through. I think they can, to be honest. I think there's so many kind of different ways you can build these kind of decks, so we've got a little bit more red heavy just so we can hit all our kind of spells and cards with the cantrips, but we'll see what happens. Sideboard wise, we've got Disdainful Stroke for control, Electrostatic Field for aggro, Kismeda's Transmutations for god cards or big creatures we can't deal with, Spyglass just to turn things off, Cannonade for sweeping, Chandra for just kind of extra card advantage, and Kismeda as well, just as kind of fun. It's a wizard card, it makes wizards, it can punish control as well by making everything cost a bit more, so we'll see what happens. So to start us off, we've got G2 Lava Runner, obviously very powerful in mono red. You only have to cast 2 spells to turn this on, and yeah, it's a 2/2 for 1, which is really good with haste. Burning Prophet's another card that kind of helps us churn through the deck. Every time you cast a non-creature spell, you're going to get a scry effect and pump it as well. So being able to make sure we hit our lands consistently is probably the most important thing in this deck. You can start off with a 2-land hand as long as you've got these scries going. Dreadhorde Arcanist is kind of one of the big cards that everyone's going nuts for. Obviously it was really cool in the kind of Boros Heroic decks. But yeah, I mean, with Trample and then the kind of extra tack on of every time you swing in with it for attack, you can cast a spell with a converted mana cost from the graveyard equal to its power. Really good. I think this card's going to be insane in this deck, especially if you can kind of combo it off with all the kind of cheap spells and then pump it up again, do something like Wizard's Lightning to face or something. So we'll see what happens. Obviously if this comes down with Adelaide, it'll be insane as well, so fingers crossed. So we've got Lazotep Plating as well, which is a really cool card that I think is definitely a sleeper in the kind of current standard at the moment. The Amass one's obviously pretty good. I mean, you get a free 1/1 for casting a spell for 2 mana. It's actually, one of those cards that can catch people out, to be honest, as well. So I mean, if they play to Llanowar and then you kind of chump with the Amass token and also get the hexproof, then it's pretty good, and it'll be able to stop their mana ramp pretty well. The kind of main important part of this though is obviously that you can give yourself hexproof and all the permanents you control until end of turn, so as long as it's not a wrath effect, then you're going to be able to protect your board most importantly. But it stops a lot of things as well, like Vishino Pyromancer. It stops obviously Thought Erasure, so you can kind of trade this off in lieu of keeping information, and kind of, since this deck is so opening hand dependent, it's really important to kind of make sure that your opener is really good and that you've got a little bit of protection as well for all your creatures. Finale of Promise is the other kind of card that I want to try out in this deck, to be honest, at the moment. I don't think it's necessary. I think you can obviously make this a lot more budget friendly if you don't have these. Obviously if you've opened any in packs, then just chuck them in. Obviously being able to kind of choose 1 instant and 1 sorcery and then recast them for the converted mana cost of X could be pretty good, since we're using mostly cheap cantrips and being able to do shocks or anything. You don't really have that many sorceries, but yeah, I don't think we're ever going to hit the X10. Obviously if we do, it'd be really good. We'll see what happens, but the doubling effect might be quite good. I think you could chuck anything in here though. It's kind of the flex spot, so things like Electro Dominance or just more cantrips or a couple of extra wizards if you fancy going a little bit more creature heavy. I think it's a really good kind of flex spot, and we'll see how it does. So finally, the all-star of the deck, Adelaide's the Cinderwind. I think this is a ridiculously fun creature. 3 mana for a 2/2 with haste, and obviously it's kind of our pseudo-lord effect for wizards as well. So casting an instance or sorcery spell, wizards get +1/+1 until end of turn. Comboing this off with things like Dreadhorde, it's just going to get insane. Hopefully, you're going to be able to play this and then have at least 1 spell to kind of go on top of it, just to kind of pump everything. But turn 4, you're wanting to kind of keep protection up for wraths and stuff at the moment as well. So I think, this is definitely the card that makes the deck, but Also, you do have to be very careful when you play it. Obviously, if you play into kind of instant removal, then you're kind of going to be in a lot of trouble. So yeah, definitely you have to be careful with this one, but it does bring the whole deck together and make it really, really fun. So yeah, I think it's all kind of situational dependency. It's a shame that wizards don't have too many lord effects at the moment. I mean, a lot of them cost quite a lot of mana, and obviously you want to play an instant or sorcery spell on top of it. So we'll see what happens. I think the deck's going to go okay, and I will speak to you guys in a bit. Cheers. So Zetor, best of luck. So unfortunately we're not on the play here, but and unfortunately we don't have a hand we can keep. It's tempting, but no red mana, so probably best. Yeah, this is a lot more doable. We've got our Dread Horde, we've got Samet, we've got both our colours and some extra plays as well. So we'll keep this, and we'll just keep the land on top as well, just to be safe. Really only need about 3 mana to run off this deck, so yeah, once we've hit that, we can just start scrying all the lands to the bottom, at least consistently. Oh, so our opponent's on some sort of Merfolk. Ah, fantastic. Haven't seen that in ages, so hopefully we won't be slow enough to it, but we'll see if we can get our board wide enough. If we can hit something like Shock pretty early, that'd be pretty useful. Blast Zone, huh? Ooh, maybe some sort of Proliferate deck. Yep, looks like Merfolks. So yeah, a bit worried actually. This might not be too easy to win. Obviously sideboard wise we've got things like Electrostatic Field that we can bring in, but we'll wait and see. So we're going to get down our Arcanist just now. We'll just play blue mana. And next turn is where we're going to start doing a lot of work. So we can Lightning Strike Kamena's out of the way, we can Samet Sprint, we can Fury, get first strike, pump everything. So we'll see what our opponent plays next. Interesting that they got Blast Zone in there. So yep, there's the Lord. So we're going to save our Wizard's Lightning for the Lord. So that's kind of big card that we don't want to hit. Probably naming Merfolk. Will they have a pump effect? Potentially. Just take no blocks just to be safe. Cool, so we got Lava Runner as well. So we're gonna Samet Sprint, Scry first, then we can draw if we need to. Land to the bottom. Yep. And we're just gonna crash through as well, to be honest. So make our creature nice and big. We'll Samet Sprint again. Put that back onto this. Yeah, we'll take that just as an extra blocker for next turn. We can play that, and we can play Gitu, we can play Wizard's Lightning. So yep, getting for a nice big chunk of damage there. So opponent's probably going to play their Mistbinder just now. Yep, pump up all the creatures, swing in for 9. That's fine. Cool. So we want to play Mountain. So we're definitely playing Lava Runner. We're definitely Wizard's Lightning that. And we'll probably end up playing Burning Prophet as well, just to stay back as a blocker, which is fine. So we have to Samet Sprint again, our Arcanist. Hopefully we draw into something really good next. Oh no, we won't. We've already used it. I guess we're just getting first strike. Keep that going. And we get to draw a card as well, which is good. Pump that. Yep, keep shock. That's what we need. So yep, swing in for a nice 3 damage. Put our opponent down to 10. So we gotta be careful on the backswing next turn, but we'll see how our opponent decides to block. So we've got 2 shocks, so we can either go face if they swing in with everything. Oh, very nice indeed. So we're gonna have to chump with something. And we'll just chump one of these. So it puts us down to 1. Luckily our opponent's got no reach. Remove to do this. Oh, and unlucky in a mountain. That's a bit unfortunate. So yeah, even if we shock. Go to combat, swing in. Yeah, it looks like we're dead, unfortunately. Yeah, we need to swing. Ah, that's a bit unlucky. I thought we were going to be able to get back into that one. But it's fine. We'll be able to bring in some stuff next turn. A little bit land heavy. Didn't get the scry effects that we wanted. Put with a good game. That's fine. Let's see if they play anything else. Oh, 3 misbinders. Wow. Pretty lucky from our opponent. But we've got things we can deal with this, so that's fine. So we'll jump over to sideboard in just now. Let's see what we're going to bring in. So we're definitely bringing in these guys. And we're going to go down. Lava Runner. Denicara. Down Opt. Keep it up to him. So I'm going to go down to Finale Promise because I know we need to kind of get off the gates running. Probably just bring them both out. What else do I want? Fiery Cannons, I guess, if we fall behind. We'll just bring in the one. Or actually, if we bring in both. So the idea here is that if we hit Electrostatic Field and Fiery Cannonade, then we're going to be able to sweep the board a couple of times and still be in a strong position. So we're going to go down... I guess the Lazateps. Since we don't really need protection, I don't think they're going to have any way to kind of dig through our hand with green-blue. It's tempting to bring this in against the Lords, but what would I replace it with? So I'm going to go down to Warlord's Fury, bring in 1, just as a one-off. It could be useful to hit things like Kumena or something. And yeah, that looks pretty good, so we'll keep that. See what happens. So let's see if we can get off the ground a little bit faster this time. It was a bit unfortunate we got a little bit flooded there, but these things happen. So we'll take the play. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll keep that. So we should be able to play Adelaide's pretty cleanly if we want to. We're going to hold on to the Warlord's Fury just now in case we want to Dreadhorde Arcanist. So that's okay. We can deal with that. There's a Samus. So tempting to hold on to this until we can play Adelaide's, then we can get a massive pump effect. Hopefully our opponent doesn't use something like Merfolk Trickster or anything, just to kind of deal some mad damage. Okay, so we're going to get him for 2. It's fine, we can deal with that obviously. So there's another Samus, so I think we're going to be a little bit greedy. So just looking for a land at the moment. So we're able to cast it again, get another scry effect, which is quite good. So we'll be able to make sure we hit something that we need. Yep. To be fair, we could have just chucked another Wizard's Lightning at them, but we'll save that for next time. And there's our land. Perfect. So again for 5. So yeah, ridiculously powerful. At 2/2, they can just swing in for 5 out of nowhere with trample. So opponent's on 3. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Another one of those. That's okay. Gets in for 2. So I think we're safe just to play Adelaide's out here. Obviously it puts a lot of pressure on them as well. We'll be able to not pump, unfortunately, this time with Dreadhorde Arcanist, but gets in for a little bit of extra damage. Got 3 spells in hand that can all be cast next turn, and we'll be able to pump Dreadhorde Arcanist. So hopefully they don't have any sort of tap down effect. If so, then we'll need to play defense. River Sneak. Yep, we can deal with everything. Cool, so opponent getting pretty aggressive here. Probably should have held back a blocker. So what we do is we cast our Samuts. We don't need another one of those. We cast Wizard's Lightning to face. We cast Warlords. We make everything massive. We swing in for 11 damage. We can chuck another Wizard's Lightning at face. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, so you can see the kind of power swing turns that you can have on 3 mana. It's great. So the trample damage is obviously going to go over. Yep, that's perfect. So we got off to a much better start there, so pretty happy with the way that one went. Any other changes I might want to make? So opponent doesn't seem to be casting any spells. Ooh, it's tempting. What do we bring in instead though? Another transmutation? It's quite slow though, it's the only thing. Maybe a Chandra actually. Nah, again, quite slow. So I'm going to go down one Spell Pierce and bring in another Lava Runner just so we have an early creature. Hopefully this doesn't punish us too much, but we'll see what happens. So, best of luck, Zeeter. Obviously these games are really fun and fast as well. You can get through quite a lot of them pretty quickly. So opponent's probably going to take the play. Yeah, we're okay with that. That's pretty good. So we've obviously got that. Dreadhorde doesn't die to this. Adelaide will die to it, but we've obviously got to be careful about that. You're able to get down Dreadhorde or Electrostatic Field depending on if our opponent plays a creature or not. If they play something unblockable, we will probably just set up Dreadhorde. Perfect. And we've got our one Spell Pierce as well, which is great. So hopefully we'll be able to hit a land next turn. Save our Wizard's Lightning for a kind of pump effect. There it is again. Nice. So yeah, this is getting pretty big, which is kind of annoying. Oh, this is getting really big. 4/4 unblockable. That's cool. So we need to hit Scry effect. A couple of different ways to play it. I also want to get rid of this. Then we can obviously put that down. If they have another one, it's going to be an issue, but so yeah, so I'm just going to get rid of that for now. It's annoying that we didn't hit another land drop, but let's see if our opponent decides to block. They do. It's a bit stupid. I probably shouldn't have just chucked that. Oh. Yeah, could have kept that back as a blocker there. Let's see what our opponent plays. If they play another Mist Binder, we might be in a bit of trouble, but we do have the Cannonade once we hit our next land. Yep, cool. We're just gonna Spell Pierce that for free. It's fine. Make them waste all their mana. Gets him for 3. Okay, so we're gonna sprint first. Steam Vents, we'll take that. So we're just going to take the Wizard's Lightning here. We're going to save the second sprint for when we need another Scry. Obviously just playing a little bit on the defensive now. Try and bait them out to use another Quasi-Duplicate or the Jumpstart version. Blast Zone. Okay. So we got to be careful about how many 2-drops we play. We do have 2 Adelaides as well, which is pretty good. So, see what our opponent does here. Oh, nice. Gives us a 3/3 for free, which is pretty good. I'll take that. Obviously, you can't block, but that's fine. So, don't want to take too much extra damage unnecessarily, so we're just going to play an Electrostatic Field. Obviously, if our opponent wants to blow up their Blast Zone for 2 or 3, then we've got to be careful. So opponent's only down to 1 card in the Quasi-Duplicate though, so they're only going to be able to get 2 or 3 damage through at a time. Obviously both our creatures don't die to Fiery Cannonade, and we also get an extra ping damage. So draws a land. What? Well, that's ridiculous. So I've never seen Merfolks play that, but I like it. So luckily we've got the transmutation in. That's pretty good. Cool, so obviously you can't copy that either, which is fine. This opponent probably don't want to take all the damage. Yeah, but that's just going to go to the graveyard. Cool, so we're in a pretty good spot. Obviously wasn't expecting Rona. I don't think I've ever seen Merfolk play that, but it's pretty cool. Nice little addition to the deck. I guess if you've got a wide enough board and you can hit that, then you can do some mega damage, but... So opponent's digging. Yep, that's fine. Can draw another card. Taps out. Pumps his own River Sneak. Obviously we don't know what that is, but... Right, so... We will play Adelaise. We're going to cast Opt. Get trigger from both of these. We're going to bottom a Lava Runner. I think we just need more spells at the moment. Oh, another land. That's fine. So again for 6. Opponent should block here. Okay, says not to. So we'll see what they're going to do next. Hopefully another Rodent. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, it was pretty lucky we had the transmutation there as well. God, I'll never be able to pronounce that properly. The frog card. But yeah, no, obviously I think it's a god killer, which is perfect. Deals with it pretty cleanly. It's pretty hard to kind of be prepared for it, I guess, without having kind of enchantment removal. So River Sneak, that's pretty good. So making the River Sneak pretty big. I wonder, does that trigger? I think it does. Cool, so opponent's probably thinking, I've totally got this. There's a shock as well, so what we'll do is we'll shock face first. Trigger. Made that big. So yeah, opponent doesn't seem to have any sort of... They gonna counter it? Nope. Cool. So let's see if we get a trigger from that. Either way, we've got 4 in the air, it's gonna be hard to deal with. So get the trigger effect. Deal damage to everything. And opponent with a good game. I think we've got it. Perfect. So opponent scoops. Fantastic. So yeah, really well done there. I think obviously the sideboard tech really helped us out. So good first game. Jump over to the next one, see how we do. So we're going to take the play here. Want to get off to a good start. That's a pretty good opening hand. We just need a couple of extra spells. So best of luck, Roberto. Mulling down to 6. So we'll just play a mount. Yeah, I guess we'll play an island out. Keep up Spell Pierce. This opponent's on green. Plays Llanowar. Cool. Another Adelaide. So we'll take our chance. Get down Dread Horde. Opponent's got 3 mana available to them now. Let's see what they play. Cool. So probably mono green ramp or pseudo mono green Tron as people have been calling it. So that's fine. We can get over this pretty quick. Just gonna play that. We do need to hold up Spell Pierce at some point, but not for now. Pressure time. So we'll be able to Sambit Sprint, obviously one of these two, and then Sambit Sprint the other one. Opponent's gonna have to start jumping at some point. Plays another Llanowar. Oh, Song of Freyalise, cool. All your creatures have that anyway. Yep, that's fine. Cool, so we're just gonna get in. Sambit Sprint this first, put it in the grave. Pump everything. Keep a Wizard's Lightning indeed. Cool, so we go attacking. Get another Sambit Sprint. Get in for big damage, keep that on top. Cool, so that's 11 damage facing them down, which is pretty good with Trample. Punts on 6. We just need a way to pump Arcanist again. We've obviously got Spell Pierce for anything they want to do next turn. They're going to have a ton of mana open. Yep. Carnage Tyrant's pretty good, but will it be quick enough? Cool, so... Oh, there's no way to sequence this properly, which is annoying. Cool, so we can get in. Get in for 3, that's it. Yep, cool. Oh man, if I sequence properly, it's 3 and then 3 in the air, of course. So, how do we deal with Carnage Tyrant? We disdainful stroke that. We need to have, I guess Kismina could be pretty good here. Cannonade to sweep other stuff. So then we can go down the Lads of Tep, so then we can go down probably one Lava Runner, one Warlords, an Opt. I guess keep the Opts in there pretty good. The Samus has to stay in. Shock. I kind of want the Shocks as well. I guess cut the Finale Promises again. I just can't really see them doing much work. We'll go down one Adelaide. Tempted to try and bring in the Chandra here just for the advantage. I guess if they're playing Nissa, we can maybe bring in Sorcerer's Spyglass for one Warlord's Fury just in case. Just making a prediction here. Yeah, that seems to make sense in my head, so we'll try like that, see what happens. So best of luck, Roberto. So yeah, we got pretty good there. I think the idea with Mono Green Tron is you just have to make sure you've got an answer for their big finish. So let's see what our opponent does. Probably taking the play. Oh, it's a one lander, but I do want to keep it. It's got everything we need. Gonna keep it. It's a risky, but we're on the draw, so fingers crossed. And no doubt I will get punished though. But we just need to draw a mountain. We've got lots of them in the deck. Sentinel, that's okay. Oh no, that's happening. So we'll get rid of Lava Runner. Opponent's just gonna ramp for days. Yeah, for 4, that's fine. Oh no. Discard another Lava Runner. Oh, I'm gonna get punished so badly. Nice. Blanchwood, it's pretty cool. Oh no. Afraid of at least we can disdainful stroke Carnage Tyrant, I guess, when it comes down. Cool. It's pretty cool, I like that. 2 Blanchwoods. Okay, so we're bringing transmutations. That stops that pretty well. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Sorcerer's Spyglass. Then we're gonna go down to Kismina, probably take a couple of these. I guess go down to Burning and a Dread for that. Pretty happy with the way that looks. I think that's the way to do it. But yeah, that seems like a really fun deck. Might try and look into building something like that. It'd be good if it splashed white for some protection though. Cool, so we've got mana this time. A little bit slow, but we do have a little bit of space to catch up. So one goes down to 6. So just play a Steam Vent tapped. Obviously got the Kismina as well, quite to try out. Cool, so just let our opponent ramp, play things out. We can obviously play Adelaide, but it's probably better if we Fiery Cannonade first. Opponent gets more mana. It's fine, so we're just going to Cannonade here. We'll stop them ramping as fast. Tempted to play Kasmina next turn. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. It's 5 loyalty. Can also make a wizard token, draw a card. We can discard a land that we don't need. So yeah, obviously the kind of cycle effect there is pretty good as well. It means we can dig for things we actually want rather than things we don't want. Cool, so Blanchwood. I think we just let them take Kismina and then we'll try and fake it by Wizard's Lightning it as well. Oh, they're coming face. That's fine. That was definitely a mistake. So if we... I guess we can just get rid of it now for a 2-for-1, but... What happens if we draw something good though? Oh, it's tempting to add a laser. Temptation, temptation. I think we go for it. I think it'd be silly not to.
Join my cause.
I'll get rid of Warlord's Fury. Put in one of those. Put in a lava runner. Yes, everything's gonna have haste. We can pump it. That's pretty good. Get in for a massive board swing. This opponent's probably gonna block one of them. Yep, that's fine. I guess we can just use the shock. Pump everything. Nice little trade. Cool. So we got a big board of wizards now. And they're all going to be 3/3s next turn. Opponent's only on 3 mana. Skips out. Nice. So that was pretty good. Yeah, you can see kind of how quick when everything goes with the kind of perfect opening hand there. Pretty chuffed with that. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys in the post game. Cheers. So the deck went 2-0 there, which I'm really surprised about, to be honest. I had a lot of fun playing this deck. I think there's a lot of potential here, and you can build it in so many different creative ways as well, which is quite fun. You could really focus on more just cantrips, trying to get up to Adelays, or you could just, you know, go purely on the Wizard's plan, put more kind of weird things in like Vashino Pyromancer and stuff like that. There's a chance to kind of play like some of the new stuff, like the Cyclops Wizards. I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me, but you can either go very creature heavy and less spells, or you can go more spell heavy and less creatures, you know. There's a couple of different ways they can go, which is pretty good fun. I don't know if these are actually better than the Izzet decks, to be honest. Obviously having that 4 power toughness creature that, you know, is just going to scale with the same kind of things that Wizards will scale off of is just arguably better in every circumstance. But overall, I really enjoyed this deck. I think kind of in the current meta, as long as you had more kind of negates in there, I don't know why I didn't put any in the sideboard, to be honest. Although in saying that, most of the stuff we came up against, the Kasmina's Transmutation was probably more beneficial, so maybe add a couple of extra ones of those in. I really wish I could just put more of the Kasmina's in. I think it was really good fun. To be fair, I was really happy the way they kind of landed us the win in the last kind of game there. I didn't expect that at all. It was really good. The card that I really didn't like too much was the Finale Promise, even when testing. I think I got it off once where it was really useful. I think, you know, if you're playing things like Electro Dominance that can go face, it's probably a little bit better. Again, just want to try out the new cards, to be honest. It'd be quite cool if there was a, you know, core set brought some more kind of wizard synergies. I think prediction wise they probably will, since there's only one wizard lord at the moment. There's arguments to maybe try and build this in kind of Jeskai, maybe splash white for like Radiant Destiny and stuff like that, so you can pump these creatures even faster. Yeah, I mean, obviously the kind of number of cheap cantrips that you have versus kind of the colors eventually adds up, you know, hopefully with stuff like maybe Sacred Foundry and everything, you could potentially splash white here as well. But overall, really enjoy the deck. If you guys like it, give it a shot. You know, you can build this super budget without the finales, and yeah, hopefully you have a great time with it. Thanks again for watching, and I will speak to you again soon. Cheers. So the most important part of Magic for me is the community, and I would absolutely love for you guys to get involved as well. If you have any kind of deck tips or decks that you'd like to share, if you just pop me a message over on social media, I'll be able to take a look, try and give you some help and kind of tips and tricks on how I would get around building things, and yeah, we can all just kind of share this together as well, which would be great. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like what you saw, you know, please do the usual YouTube stuff, like, subscribe. We've also got our page over on Patreon as well if you want to support the channel further. There's going to be some sweet perks up on there. And if you do want to see how the paper games went as well, please check out the full article over on our website, tamiyosjournal.com. So Tamiyo's Journal is also part of the Creators Quarter community. This is basically a group of us that have been working together to generate some great Magic content, and you'll be able to find all their stuff in the playlist in the top right, just over here. And if you're looking for more standard content, why not check out the rest of our playlist over here as well. So thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you again soon. Cheers.